Welcome to my channel, The Light Within. Chapter 1. The tiny sliver of reality your brain is letting you see. In the prologue, I shared the question that started this whole series. Aham Brahmaasmi, I am Brahman, and the confusion I carried for years between worshipping God and being told I was God. If you have not watched the prologue, it's a good place to start. But if you're jumping in right here, welcome. All you need to know is this. This series is my personal exploration of what those three words might really mean. And today, we begin not with philosophy, but with science, specifically with your eyes. Let's start with something you have been doing your whole life without thinking about it. Seeing. Right now, light is bouncing off everything around you and hitting your eyes, and your brain is turning that into the world you see. Seems simple? Here's what's not simple. The light your eyes can detect, what we call visible light, is an almost laughably tiny slice of what's actually out there. The full range of light is called the electromagnetic spectrum. It goes from enormous slow radio waves, the kind your phone uses to send messages, all the way up to gamma rays, which are so powerful they come from nuclear explosions and dying stars. The full spectrum is almost incomprehensibly vast. And the slice your eyes can see, the slice that gives you all the colors from red to violet, it's about 0.0035% of the total spectrum. That's it. Less than 1/2 of 1%. The rest of it, radio waves, microwaves, infrared, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays, is passing through you right now, all around you, all the time. Think about that for a moment. Right where you are sitting, there could be an entire layer of reality you cannot see, cannot hear, cannot touch, and cannot interact with it in any way, not because they are not there, but simply because you were not built with the equipment to detect them. Your eyes are not a window to reality. They are a keyhole. We grew up hearing, seeing is believing, but maybe it's time to flip that, because if 99.9965% of the electromagnetic spectrum is invisible to you, always has been, always will be, then seeing might actually be the least reliable measure of what's real. Seeing is not believing. Seeing is just the very narrow slice your brain decided you needed to survive. Now, do the same thing with sound. Humans can hear frequencies roughly between 20 and 20,000 vibrations per second. That range gives us music, language, laughter, the whole soundtrack of human life. Feels pretty complete, right? It is not even close. Below what we can hear, what's called infrasound, elephants are having full conversations across miles of savanna. Whales are singing to each other across entire ocean basins. Earthquakes produce sounds that travel through the earth for thousands of miles, all of it completely silent to you. Above what we can hear, ultrasound, bats are navigating in total darkness using echolocation so precise that they can detect an object of the width of a human hair. Dolphins do the same thing underwater. Dogs hear nearly 3 times the frequency range you do. A dog sitting next to you right now is experiencing a completely different auditory world, same room, totally different reality. So here's the picture. Your senses, the ones you have trusted your entire life to tell you what's real, are filtering out the overwhelming majority of what exists. They are not showing you reality. They are showing you the narrow slice of reality that helped your ancestors survive. Your senses are not a recording of the world. They are an edited highlight reel. Okay, hold those two ideas. Eyes filtering light, ears filtering sound. Now ask yourself this question. What if your brain does something similar with consciousness? What if consciousness is not something your brain makes, the way a factory makes a product, but something your brain might be filtering, something that could exist as a full spectrum, vast, everywhere, perhaps even fundamental to reality, and your brain might be the instrument deciding how much of it gets through, in what form, at what intensity. Just like your eyes only pass through a tiny sliver of the electromagnetic spectrum, enough to function, enough to survive, some researchers propose that your brain might only pass through a tiny sliver of a much larger conscious reality. Enough to be you, here, now, in this body, but possibly not the whole picture. This idea that the brain might be filtering consciousness rather than producing it is what this entire series is going to test. Not prove, test. Over the next 10 chapters, I'm going to bring this question to brain science, quantum physics, ancient philosophy, meditation research, the neuroscience of decision making, and the question of free will, and ask honestly, does any of this hold up? Some of it will, some of it won't. And at the very end, chapter 11, I will tell you what I personally think it all means, including what I now believe Aham Brahmaasmi is actually pointing at. Nobody has proven the filter theory, but nobody has disproven it either. And before we go any further, we need to understand why explaining consciousness at all, even before we ask whether the brain produces it or filters it, turns out to be the hardest problem in all of science. That's chapter 2. So in summary, your senses are not recording reality, they are filtering it. Your eyes detect less than 0.0035% of the electromagnetic spectrum. Your ears cover a narrow band of a vast majority of frequencies. These are verified scientific facts. The filter theory, the idea that the brain might filter consciousness rather than produce it, is the central question this series tests across 10 chapters. It is not proven. It is a serious hypothesis held by a number of rigorous thinkers, and it is worth examining carefully and honestly. This is not spirituality versus science. It is a question sitting at the intersection of both, and the personal conclusion about what it means for Aham Brahmaasmi is held for the series finale. Chapter 2 arrives next month. It starts with a question that sounds simple and turns out to be the hardest question in all of science. What is consciousness? I will show you exactly where the smartest researchers on the planet keep getting stuck, and why the sticking point might actually be the most important clue we have. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Before we leave, I have a community question. Has there ever been a moment in your life where reality felt bigger than usual? A dream, a place, a split second of something you couldn't quite explain? Tell me in comments. You will understand why I'm asking this by chapter 4.